Over the course of the last 2 weeks, Reef has actually bounced back up 65%, and you wouldn't have known it really. I mean, we've had a few days with 8% here and 8% there, and look at that, 65% we have made up so far. So all in all, things are looking good. What we'll be doing in this video is having a look at some key areas that we could target for potential buy-in, and then we'll have a look at some take profit regions and a potential price prediction in there. So if you're interested in finding out more, smash that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, and let's crack on. Firstly, I would just like to introduce you to the Pluto card. It is a bank on crypto. If you want to use this for daily spending like you would do in normal daily life, you can earn 3% cash back on all transactions. On a free account, you can spend up to £250 and then 3% cash back on that. So it is definitely worth doing. You do receive a UK sort code and account number or European IBAN within minutes. So I've been using this for around 6 months now, and I've been stacking Pluto, which is the native currency of the Pluto's network. It is quite low value at the minute, currently around $16 million market cap. It has been around since around 2016. Continual growth. The price does not reflect it yet. I think it's massively undervalued. I think currently it's around $10 per Pluto, but it has been up to 55. So I think now is definitely a good time. And if you are based in Europe, UK or Europe, then check this card out. I think you will be impressed. And getting those rewards for daily spending is really good. So let's get talking about Reef Finance. We will have a look at the Tether pair, and then we'll also have a look at the BTC pair too, and see what we can have a look at in terms of targets. Let's just drop to the weekly time frame and start off here. Have a look at what's been going on. We do not have a ton of data because this is a fairly new asset. I mean, we only got listed on Binance from the 28th of December, so we've got pretty much four and a half months of data to analyse. We did, by the way, ignore that first wick. Yeah, definitely ignore that wick. It's definitely not been up there. But yeah, we did do quite a good rise. I mean, we hit up to 5.8 cent, and then we had an absolute ton of FUD. And considering how much FUD we have not done a significant drop. So I think everybody was buying within around these ranges. I mean, I've got a bottom level down at 2.4 cent, which we did not hit, but I think that is some weekly support if the market did ever come down. But looks like we have switched around, formed a double bottom here, and we're going to start to push on. So let's have a look at the daily time frame. We are now in a bullish phase on a MACD. We had a crossover here on the 29th of April, and the RSI is starting to push up towards that overbought region, but that's what we want. We want it to stay up, potentially above that red line, and start getting some price action inbound. In terms of some price levels to target for buying, we need to drop to a 4-hour time frame, and this is where we'll be able to see the best levels that we could target. So we'll start, say this is the bottom of the move here at 3.7 cent, starting to do well today. Let's put a fib on from the bottom of the move here up to the top. Looks like we might have had a double tweezer top here, so a potential turnaround. So if you're looking for buys on this asset, then you could potentially place some within this range at 4.3 cent. And to be honest, sorry, not that level, this level here, 4.2 cent. I always target a 382 level. Let's get rid of that 236. Not the biggest fan of that, so we'll get rid of that. So yeah, that is the first level there, 0.0426. And if you're willing to ladder some orders down, I would ladder them all the way down to a 618 level, which is 0.0406. So anywhere from 4 cent up to 4.26, I think they are going to be some good levels for you to buy in. In general, it's looking good. I mean, like I say, over the course of the last week and a half, we have done a 65% move to the upside. It has moved up in waves, so you wouldn't have seen it from the naked eye, but it is starting to grow back up. Things are looking good. I mean, there's not been so much FUD recently, which is good news. So yeah, all in all, pretty well. Orders from 4.2 down to 4. That is your areas to buy. So let's get rid of that Fibonacci. What I want to do is put the Fibonacci on the opposite way, so from the top of this move to the bottom move, and this will give us some key levels to target. So obviously the first major area is breaking through here, which was the most recent high, so that's the local highs at 4.8 cent. Once we do break above there, close some daily candles, we can start pushing up to those all-time highs at 5.8. and then have a look at some of these Fibonacci extensions for price targets and predictions. We've got 0.074, major resistance up here at 10 cent, and then we can look at 11 cent. Once we do break up above these levels, what I will do is jump into, I'll tell you what, no, even less than that. When we get to this level around 7.4, 7.5 cent, what I will do is jump into another video and do some further price analysis, because in general, this project has got some massive partnerships, and I think it's looking okay, even though we have had a lot of shit thrown at them. It's still surviving. I think the reason we've not dropped below this level here is due to the pure buying liquidity placed down at those levels. So like I say, all in all, looking good. Some buy zones there and some sell zones too, take profit regions. Let's have a look at the BTC pair now, because I know people do like to trade in Satoshis, myself included. I've done some price analysis on this before, but we don't get a ton of data. That's why the chart might look quite wiki. So we haven't got a massive amount of data. Most people have been trading this in Tether. Look at that. We've actually first target, which I put on a while ago, was 7.8. And we've wicked off that quite a few times. If you look all the way through, it's quite a key level that we rejected off it here, there, rejected off it there, and rejected off here. So I think that's a key area. If you look the times and we have closed above it, we've actually pumped. We've closed above it about 4 times and broke up. So all in all, things are looking good. Again, ignore that first wick. That's just for listing wick. Whenever you get something listed on Binance, always seems to do that. But yeah, breaking above this is a first crucial area. Let's just put a little bit of a bearish scenario and have a look at some buy zones. If you can get them filled, like I say, there's not much liquidity down there. Look, we've used this 382 level as support. So I think that is a key area to buy at 70 Satoshis, all the way down to 65. I think if you can get some down to 65, then that'll be a right buy. But yeah, targets closing above this level here is the first major one. Closing above 78 sats will propel us. I think this is the first key area around here, 88 sats, and then we can look higher up at this level at 91. But in my opinion, I think the first major level of resistance is 100 Satoshis. Once we do break above there, I'll jump into further analysis. So the idea is, if we do get to 100 sats, or 7.5 cents, what we'll do is jump into some further price analysis there. Just looking at this on the daily time frame, we're having a bullish phase on the MACD. We've had that crossover down here. It's been a bit wishy-washy. It's not been the best asset to trade in terms of Satoshis. Like I say, not much liquidity on that pair. RSI is looking okay. Start pushing back up there and I will be happy. We want it to stay above that red line and keep pushing on. So yeah, that is both pairs covered. Just go back to the Tether pair before we finish up. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, in general, buys within that region which I've marked. Oh, it's on opposite way now, but yeah, I buys always down from 4.3 down to 4.0. So there are your buy zones. I mean, whenever there is fear in a market, but the project is still holding level, it does show you that there's a lot of positive vibes behind the project. I think buying in at any level which has not dropped below is good. I think if it does drop below this level, my buy was around this level down here, about 2 cents on my nose. So if it did drop below that, I think I would start to worry, because that is the area we did bounce off back in February. Can't see us going down there, to be honest, but if we did, that'll be lights out for me, and I'd probably move on. But all in all, looking good. I'm still holding my bag. Not one of my biggest bags, but it's a speculative buy for me, and I think with the partnerships they've got, other people do trust what they're doing, and I will trust them too for now, until I get my pants ripped down or rug pull. But let's just monitor this price and see how it goes. So that's going to do it for today's video. Just some quick fire price analysis on both the Tether pair and the BTC pair of Reef Finance. If you have any questions regards to that or any other project, or just you want to join a crypto group, check out my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. The link is in a pinned comment on the description. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.